गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. We'll just read the 5th and the 6th verse. निषेधे कृते नेति नेतीति वाक्यैः समाधिस्थितानां यदा भाति पूर्णम् अवस्थात्रयातीतमेकं तुरीयं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि. यदानन्दलेशै समानन्दि विश्वं यदा भाति सत्त्वे तदा भाति सर्वं यदालोकने रूपमन्यत् समस्तं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि. अनन्तं विभुं सर्वयोनिं निरीहं शिवं सङ्गहीनं यदोङ्कारगम्यं निराकारमृत्युज्ज्वलं मृत्युहीनं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि. He says, I am that Supreme Brahman who is limitless, all-pervasive, free from doubts and desire, the most auspicious, unbound, who is the purport of Pravanava, formless, luminous and indestructible. These are all the characteristics, the attributes of that reality. Who is that reality? Anantam. What is Anantam? Infinite. What is infinite? That which has got no beginning and no end. If you can't think of the self as Anantam, oh, I was born, at least think of space. Keep thinking of space again and again, you will come to appreciate the Anantam. And slowly, from the space, you will go back to the self. Anantam, Vibhum. What is Vibhum? All pervasive. Sarva Vyapi is Vibhum. Huh? So he is all pervasive. There is no place that he is not. There is no place that the space is not. There is no place in all the ways that the water is not. There is no place in all the ornaments that the gold is not. Similarly, there is no place in this creation where the self is not. Self, Lord, Paramatma, all one. So there is no place that the self is not. You may feel that I am only this much. But what is your reality? It is infinite. Start accepting that you are unborn, undying, therefore Anant, that you are all pervasive. When you accept that you are all pervasive, you will not run after the world for your survival. Then you are complete. Because you are everywhere. There is no place that you are not. Everyone is yours. You are in everyone. All pervasive will be all in one, one in all. The ocean says all the waves are in me, I am in all the waves. I am all pervasive. Space also speaks the same language. Start speaking the same language. Just like you are pervading the whole body. There's no doubt about it. Even more truthful statement will be, I'm not only pervading the body, but I'm pervading the whole creation, universe. Why? Because the waking universe cannot happen without me. I am pervading the waking universe as what? As the waker, waking world, and the waking body. I am pervading the dream world as what? The dreamer, the dream world, and the dream body. I am pervading the deep sleep as what? As the absence of the both waking and dream. I am pervading the samadhi as what? I am the consciousness. So you cannot, if you little bit for some time take some out for yourself and stop running this rat race, or in spite of the rat race, take some time out every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, not merely listening, not merely reading Vishnu Sahasranam, Lalita Sahasranam, Bhaj Govindam, Bhagavad Gita chanting. I chant every day one chapter of Bhagavad Gita. After that, have you ever contemplated on it? Just chant, but take one name of that Lalita Sahasranam or Vishnu Sahasranam and think what it means. And every day you take one name, think about it, and that name is for the Vishnu, that name is for the Lalita, that Lalita is the Shakti within me, that Vishnu is the Purusha within me, and start being it. That they are talking about you only, of the Lord who is within you, not only within you, within this whole creation. And slowly, slowly the penny will start. Every day something will be dissolved from inside of you. If that is not happening, so then these just remain as words. Anantam vibhum sarvayonim. Sarvayoni, yoni means, sarva means all, yoni means the wombs. Niriham, that I am free from all wombs. In other words, I am free from all manifestation and unmanifestation. I am free from birth and death. The self cannot be born. See, I have said this, but we'll repeat it. We keep repeating anyway. 35, 37 years that I have been talking, only repetition. You have to accept that just like oil and water can never mix together, similarly, consciousness and matter can never mix together. Just as light and darkness can never mix together. Yet they coexist, don't they? Yet they coexist. Where there is light, darkness cannot be possible. Where there is darkness, light is not there. That's why the darkness. Exactly the same way. But darkness can cover light, but it cannot destroy light. But light can destroy darkness. Correct? Exactly the same way. That light is this consciousness, darkness is that matter. The consciousness illuminates the matter, the body, breath, mind, intellect, thoughts, concepts, ideas, world, waking, dream, sleep. The matter cannot express without the consciousness. But if the matter is not there, nothing happens to consciousness. Maximum what matter can do is cover it for some time, and that is what we call as incomplete knowledge, or we call it as veiling, forgetfulness, isn't it? Forgetfulness of what? Forgetfulness of your own nature, forgetfulness of God, how His grace is constantly there in our life and we don't appreciate it, isn't it? So we have to connect with Him again and again. But for that, While chanting, while reading, while listening, our attention should be on that gratefulness, on His kripa, on His pervasiveness. So, Anantam Vibhum Sarva Yonim Niriham Shivam Sangahinam Yadonkara Gamyam. Shivam Sangahinam. So, Shivam is the Lord. Here it is taken as auspicious. Sangahinam. I am not only with auspicious. I am beyond auspicious and inauspiciousness. Sun is beyond light and darkness. Yesterday we told this verse. Sukha dukkha same kritva, labha labhau same kritva, jaya jayau same kritva. So everything in this world is coming in opposites. Waking, manifestation, unmanifestation, same kritva. So here when he says, Shivam, auspiciousness, Sangahinam, I am not attached to auspiciousness. So you are attached to the Lord. But a point must come by the grace of the divine. Understand, the water alone is expressing as the gentle wave as well as the destructive tsunami. Exactly the same way, the Lord, the Ishvara alone is expressing as the Devatas as well as the Asuras. Similarly, your mind alone is expressing as the good thoughts and the bad thoughts. And mind is nothing but consciousness. Consciousness with thoughts is called mind. Mind without thoughts is called consciousness. But consciousness can never be removed from you. Consciousness is consciousness independently. Consciousness is expressing as the mind with reference to the thoughts. And rest the drama begins. So again, that consciousness is independent. Sangahinam. It is, yes, it is good. We must deviate towards auspiciousness because auspiciousness is sattvic. We all want to move towards sattvicness. We don't want to go towards tamas and rajas influenced by tamas. We want to move towards sattva. But when you are coming to this climax of purity, that auspiciousness, blessings, it must take us beyond, it must bring us to that poise where we are beyond good and bad, where we are beyond joys and sorrows, where we are beyond victory and defeat, where we are beyond auspiciousness and inauspiciousness. Sangainam yadonkara gamyam. And so here and this self is the meaning of the pranava om. It is the yad onkara gamyam, and onkar is the when you chant omkar, for whom are you chanting the omkar? To invoke the world. Yes, you can. They have become smart nowadays. Nowadays means in the ancient times. If you chant they say omkar is uma. If you chant small child only does that. Nobody has taught him. He keeps doing it. If you, after growing up, if you start doing it with single pointedness, the world will be in your fist. You have mastered the waking world. Really? I didn't know that. If you chant ooh, 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 or be like the wolves, ow, 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 you will conquer the dream world. Represents the waking world, U represents the dream world, and represents the sleep world, unmanifest. So if your sadhana is focusing on when you're chanting initially, anyone who starts, you look at all these fellows who are chanting. When they start, all of them, like somebody has put some chabi inside them. Oh, they don't chant the ma. They chant only or oo. Majority of the time is spent on elongating that one. But it's good. Keep doing it. It must exhaust itself, but it will exhaust only when you are aware. You are doing it out of mechanical. Our goal is to come into and then go into samadhi. Our goal is not to remain in and u. But what does om represent? What does Rom indicate? Where does Om take us? It takes us to this one who is beyond Om. Okay. Om is only the indicator. And who is that? That is the self, that is the Paramatma, that is the Ishvara. Shivam Sangahinam Yad Omkara Gamyam. So you practice Om. I gave you this Om sadhana in the retreat I gave. Here also I gave? Last time I gave. You remember? Oh, you remember? But it is difficult, Swamiji, what you are saying. She remembers. So Omkar sadhana karo means pranamam dirgha ucharyam manorajyam viliyate. Chant Om with the attention on outgoing breath, with your attention on not on the and u, attention on not breathing in. Om. So keep doing this very quickly. How many days? 40 days. In 40 days, your mind will become empty. It will start experiencing peace that you have not experienced before. But you have to practice. You have to unclutter. When we are continuously listening, when we are continuously chanting, whether it is many words or it is one mantra, we are cluttering the mind to some extent. A point must come. Someone teacher told me that what? If you are chanting Om Namah Shivaya, so dhire dhire the Namah Shivaya drops away, only Om remains. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Dhire dhire Mama drops, then Krishna drops, then Shri drops, then only Om remains. It must happen. Just like every night when you go to sleep, slowly, every thought about the world drops away, isn't it? Consciously it must drop away. And then you stay with the Om, and the Om, when your only Om is left in your mouth, and it is coming out very slowly, and you are very alert and very vigilant as to where it is starting and where it is concluding. Where it is starting and where it is concluding. Where is it coming from? It is coming only from your throat, but your attention is on the beginning. From what is that origin? What is that? Is it my vocal cords which are making it happen? But there's only space inside. Catch that point. And when it is concluding, catch that point where it is concluding. It will take you into samadhi. It will take you into samadhi. It will take you back to yourself. It will take you into witnessing. I have told, but now you have to do it, practice it. Not, I will start today. No, today and finish it. ये नहीं कि now make it into a habit. Every day I'll chant, अरे आज तो नहीं हुआ, I'll do it tomorrow. आज भी नहीं हुआ, तो I'll do after tomorrow. Again it didn't happen. No, your attitude should be, I'll do it today and I'll access it today itself, not tomorrow. And I'll not access it after 1 hour of chanting Om. I want to access it on the first attempt itself. That urgency, that availability, that confidence that I am available, that should be there. Then sadhana is happening, otherwise it doesn't happen. हाँ.
स्वामी जी कोई ऐसा टाइम होना चाहिए?
कोई नहीं, टॉयलेट सीट बेस्ट है. कहीं पे भी, कहाँ पे भी शुरू कर लो, क्योंकि then you get caught up in time. You want to go beyond time. Creation, you as an individual are a product of space-time objectivity. So you have to go beyond. धारणा बोलते हैं ना, यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधि. So dharana is to overcome space. Dhyan is to overcome time, and samadhi is to overcome objectivity. So then why you want to get stuck in time? Think, we are intelligent people. Yes, if it is not happening, then you hold on to some point, this chakra or this heart chakra, that's it. But one must go beyond that also. Just to jump start it is good, but not to remain there for the rest of their life. Our goal must be clear. We are what? Anantam vibhum sarva yonim niriham. Sarva yonim niriham. I am the unborn. I am the infinite. I am the all-pervasive. I have not been born out of a womb. Then who has been born out of a womb? The body has come out of the womb. And the reflected consciousness is there in that, just like the consciousness is reflecting in the waking as the waker. The infinite consciousness is reflecting in the dream as the dreamer. The reflecting consciousness is reflecting with reference to wife as the husband. But you are independent one. Accept that. Be that. देखो फिर मजा देखो. It's difficult to do it with wife, children, etc. initially, but do it with all other things that you are not so attached to. Slowly build up the stamina, and then without you knowing it will start percolating and happening in your nears and dears also. You think I was always, everyone is attached to their mother. But time लगता है, and all that depends upon how paripakwa your sadhana is, how focused you are on the ultimate. So in this, and who is this? Shivam sangahinam yadonkara gamyam nirakara mrityujvalam mrityuhinam. And who is this? The one which the Om indicates, that self, that Paramatma, that Brahman, that Ishvara, that immediate self. Because here the verse is concluding in Param Brahma Nityam Tadevaham Asmi. I am that eternal, infinite reality. So who is it? Nirakar. It has got no form. And whom do you live as? With the form. Without Nirakar, then you don't need food, man. Then you don't need thirst. Then you don't need to go for a walk for digestion. You are Nirakar. Except half the problems will be over if you are Nirakar. Means that you accept it. Then there is no attachment to any form. All forms are mine. That will be what is the disposition of the space. I support all the forms, but no form touches me. Correct? Yesterday we talked about it. Exactly the same thing will be with you. That I am of the nature of conscious space, Chidakash, nothing touches me. And what is that which is coming and going in the space? Immediately, thoughts. Thought of what? Thought of emotions, thought of concepts, thought of breath, thought of body, thought of past, present, future, thought of waking dream, deep sleep, thought of everything. Everything that you know is only by way of thought. Let the thoughts come and let the thoughts go. You are untouched like the space because you are Nirakar. You are trying to take by identifying with the form, with the akar, with the form, you are trying to take the form of that and trying to complete yourself. But that is not possible. When I see a small child, cute, immediately you want to hug. When you hug, that child also very with abandonment hugs you. You feel at one. अंदर से एक फीलिंग आती है कितना nobody hugs you with that abandonment. Always there is a hitchkichahat, you understand? There is a reservation. They say I am a good hugger. हाँ झपकी, प्यार की झपकी से but once you have given a hug to that kid is going to go away. It's not going to stay there permanently. Then what remains? Only the memory. फिर परेशान with memory, isn't it? तो यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं निराकार मत युज्वलम मृत्युहीनम. And it's not only formless. Being formless, it is beyond death. Mrityu, it's beyond death as well as beyond destruction. Hinam, destruction. And therefore, it is Param Brahma Nityam Tadevaham Asmi. It is formless, luminous and indestructible. All those ujjwalam. See, the word here used is nirakara mati ujjwalam. Being formless, only in the formless mind, meaning that which is not taking the akar of any thought, emotion, etc. Only in that the luminosity will reveal itself. That luminosity is ujjwalam. It will reveal itself. See? And where is that luminosity coming from? Where is that luminosity, that light? Yesterday in the verse it came that it is the nature of the self. So that luminosity, just take example. If we in the first class we took that example, when the moon is shining, if there are too many waves, can you see the reflection of the moon on the water? No, you can't. Then what do you see? Reflection of the moon in every wave as a sparkle. Correct? If you notice, you see the reflection of the moon in every wave as a sparkle. But when the wave subsides, dissolves, then what do you see? A full moon in the same water. So before you were thinking, where is the moon? Where is the moon? You're seeing only the sparkler. Or when you go to Mansarovar, you have been. So when you go to Mansarovar, you were there when the breeze comes, and we always go on a full moon. So when the breeze comes, it's magical. Not tens and twenties, millions of sparkles on the Mansarovar lake. Everything is like jewels, diamonds shining everywhere. in the middle of the night. 2 o'clock in the morning, we always get up. 2, 3 o'clock. And we go and sit by the banks of the Mansarovar lake. Millions of jewels sparkling on the Mansarovar lake. But where did those jewels come from? They are just reflected light of the moon. And if the wind just slows down for 5 minutes also, all the sparkles give way to that full orb of the moon in the same waters. So before your attention was on millions of sparkles, now your attention is only on one moon. And you can see those sparkles are nothing but the vibhuti of that moon. You could not see the moon, but once it subsides, you can see the moon. After that, no, I want to always have the subsided waves so that I can keep seeing the moon. Stupid, you are the moon. You are the moon. उसके बाद waves आने दो, जाने दो. Because now you know that the moon is there. Moon cannot be, you can't, if you are not seeing, it does not mean the moon is not there. So similarly, you are that light of lights which is being borrowed or lent to every wave in the ocean of your mind. That reflection which appears in the wave thought, that reflection is called the I. At any given moment in the ocean you can see many thoughts, but unlike that in the mind you cannot see many thoughts. At any given moment only one thought. So take charge rather than become a slave of the thoughts. Take charge that you are the source, you are the light. That object, that waking world is seen because of the reflected light which is appearing as waker. The dream world is seen because of the reflected light which is appearing as the dreamer. See? The wife is seen because of the reflected light which is appearing as the husband. And the vice versa. Both ways. But then you can't say, no, the wife, no, you have to take yourself not as wife, then you have to take yourself as the consciousness. The wife has to take herself as the consciousness, not as a woman. Then this example will work. So, Anantam vibhum sarvayonim niriham shivam sangahinam yadonkara gamyam Nirakaramat-yujvalam mrityuhinam param brahma nityam tadevahamasmi. And therefore, tad eva aham asmi, aham I, asmi am, eva alone, tad that, what that? That is now in brackets, param brahma nityam. Eternal Param Brahma or Param Brahma which is eternal. Param is that which is beyond everything. Brahma is that is the only reality, and Nityam is that which is eternal. Whatever is eternal has to be Brahman, and whatever is eternal has to be Param. Whatever is Param has to be Brahman. Whatever is Param has to be Nityam, and you can keep playing with it. All the three adjectives are for that one alone. And in this way, continuing with the 8th verse, Yadananda sindhau nimagnah puman syad Yadananda sindhau nimagnah punam syad Avidya vilasa samasta prapanchaha Avidya vilasa samasta prapanchaha Tadana sfuratyadbhutam yannimittam Tadana sfuratyadbhutam yannimittam Param brahma nityam tadevahamasmi Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. Together. Yadananda Sindhau Nimagna Puman Syat Avidya Vilasa Samasta Prapanchaha Tadana Spuratyadbhutam Yannimittam Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. When a person who deep in ignorance and bound by the creation gets immersed in the ocean of bliss called self, to him my resplendent and most awe-inspiring form is revealed, and I am that eternal supreme self. So here you just don't think. This is from, don't think that there is only reality, that this phenomena or the expression of that reality as the Ishwar and Prakriti is also eternal. It doesn't stop. That expression of Ishwar and Prakriti to express as the Devas, the Asuras, the beings, the human beings, all this is going on eternally. It is never, never, never going to stop. Maximum what will happen? It will become unmanifest when Brahmaji goes to sleep. When he wakes up, again it will start the same way.
But when Brahmaji is going to sleep, Shashti is going to go.
It goes with him.
Yeah.
Because he is the creator.
Okay.
So when he stops thinking and goes back to the source, the whole Srishti goes back to the source. So when we think of marriage, the husband appears or the wife appears. When we think of, many times you must have noticed, when you think of someone I have to call, suddenly their call comes, isn't it? Many times it has happened. If you think of them with the enough focus, it comes. Or similarly, if you think with focus of the Lord, He will also appear. He will also grace. He will also grace. When I was doing my sadhana, I used to think when I discovered this focus, I used to make girls take me out for dinner and pay the bill. 2-3 times I did that. I go, yeah, acha chakkar hai yaar. I don't have to spend the money. They used to call, hey, come, let's go out for dinner. Okay, we'll go out for dinner. No, don't pay. I will pay. I called you. You didn't call me. Normally the boy calls the girl, no? And I will say, no, we'll go 50-50. No, I want to pay. Okay. But my attention is not on her payment. My attention is on my sadhana. क्या मजेदार ये है. I had to only think and this thing happens. But then as I kept thinking like this, few experiments I did, then something happened and I thought something negative, that also happened. I think. Then I stopped. Both, if you can think of positive, you can think that focus, if you are not purified your mind, can make you think of negative also, isn't it? तो फिर उसके बाद छोड़ दिया. बट वन मस्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट विद दिस. और अपने को हो ही जाता है. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि यू हैव टू गो एंड पर्पसली पुट योर हेड इन द टाइगर्स माउथ. इट विल हैपन एनी वे. सो हियर इट इज सेइंग, when a person is deep in ignorance and bound by creation, this thing happens when one is still having the thought of the world in their mind. They are still functioning in this world, thinking that the world is real, and they somehow, with some practices, and very simple, Omkar sadhana kar lo, and or do some naam jap, and with a little bit of focus, the Lord reveals His form very quickly. I have come across many people to whom the Lord has given the darshan. But then what happens? He comes, he gives darshan, he goes away. Rest of their life they are suffering because I want that darshan again. It was like a visiting card. Just you think that because by your wish he came? No, he came by his grace. And what was his grace? When was his grace invoked? When you became single pointed. You have to become single pointed, simple as that. See? So, to get, as long as the world is still having importance in our mind, samadhi is very difficult. Abiding in the self is a bit of a challenge. But next penultimate step, as long as the world is still in our mind, experience of the Lord is possible. He will come and reveal with a little bit of focus to show that there is something beyond, to show that I am more important than the world, to show Ananya, yesterday, where the Bhagavad Gita, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. All your stresses of your life, all your tiredness in your life is because you are putting efforts. Instead, what you should do, Bhagavan is telling in 9th chapter, Ananyas chintayanto mam, exclusively think about me. You think about him in whichever way, by the form, by the name, by bhav, by anger, by as a husband, as a friend. He doesn't say in which manner. Ravana thought of him as an enemy, Arjuna thought of him as a friend. Each one has a different approach to Krishna. But all those who became focused on Krishna, by whichever emotion, he delivered them. Isn't it? Ananyas chintayanto mam. Chinta karni hi hai. If you are habituated to worry in life, he says, worry about me. Chintayanto mam. You can take it both ways. Yeah. Chintana or chinta. Both ways you can apply your mind towards the Lord. Stop worrying about the world, stop worrying about who God is. If you stop contemplating on the world, start contemplating on who the God is. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana, those who contemplate on me exclusively, think about me exclusively, ponder upon me exclusively, think about me exclusively. Ye jana paryupasate tesham nitya, continuously, tesham nityabhiyuktanam. Nitya, continuously, regularly, without like there is no tomorrow, with discipline, with urgency inside, with a thirst that I have to know him before the next breath, before the night is over. See, then as you go, then before my last breath. Okay. But why wait? Why take chance till the last breath? You don't know when it is going to come. Nobody knows. So have the thirst for him. He says, if you worry about me, contemplate on me, I'll take care of whatever you need and whatever you have. अरे यार, इससे बड़ा बार्गेन बढ़िया कहाँ मिलेगा? Which insurance company gives you this assurance? Which insurance? It takes money from here and doesn't give you back any money. And on top of that, it says, if you have to give you money, you have to pay the excess. And majority of the times that excess covers your expense. So they don't end up giving nothing. But here is a lifelong, once and for all. Stop struggling in life. Stop troubling yourself. Stop stressing. Think about, he says, think about me. And how do you think about him? You don't have to get out of the world to think about him. No, I was so busy. How do I think? No, I'm thinking while I'm interacting with you. Am I not? Right now? Are you not engaged in this world right now? And still thinking because these words are falling on your mind? So if the bhav is created inside, then it's good. So you find ways, techniques, that in everything that the world is presenting itself, whatever you are doing, we were walking, or when we are walking, I was walking with her, we are talking about the Char Dham. Again, Bhagwan ke dham hai. See? To find every excuse to talk about him in whatever is coming in front of you. That acumen you have to develop slowly. Or if you can't, take the name of the Lord. And why we are doing this? Because we have not been able to give up the world. When we have not been able to give up the world and we are still thinking of the Lord, Bhagwan says, I will reveal myself. And revelation is not necessarily only as the form, and you will see, it can be as light, it can be as a thrill going through the body, it can be as a divine fragrance that suddenly you can experience. Sometimes you are walking and suddenly the form of the Lord appears in front of your eyes, and it's not going for any, as much as you may try, doesn't go. For some time it stays there and then apne आप it melts away. कहाँ से आया? I didn't create it. These things happen. So he can appear in any way. We have to become available. Like in that Sai Baba Satcharitra, the Brahmin told Shirdi Sai Baba, please come to have food at my place. I have been calling you for so many days. Please. He said, okay, today I will come. Early in the morning they used to come and sit with Baba. I'll come today, lunch. ठीक है. So exactly at that time, the dog came. He threw with the danda. He hit him. 2-3 डंडे मारे. Kang. The dog ran away. Then an old beggar came. He is waiting at the door, the Brahmin, waiting for Sai Baba to come. Then the old man came. He hit him also. Say, get away. Sai Baba is going to come. And Sai Baba didn't go. And eventually Sai Baba, he went to the Darbar, to the Dwarkamai, and he saw someone was giving, वो कपड़ा लेके, they were shaking his back. क्या बोलते हैं शेक को? जो कुछ शेक बोलते हैं. Shaking his back, not shaking, shaking. Shaking his back. He said, Baba, what happened? I was waiting for you. You didn't come. He said, I came twice, but you hit me and sent me away. In that one incident, the mind of that Brahmin transformed. That Baba is not just this body, he is everywhere. See? So this is possible. You can see it also. You have to make yourself available while living in this world. When a person who is in yad ananda sindhau nimakna puman syad. Puman means people. Man, when man is nimagna is intoxicated. In what? Yadananda sindhau. In the anand of this ocean of sansar. And he is enjoying. Avidya vilasa samasta prapancha. And what is that? And then the resultant is avidya, ignorance, vilas, licentious enjoyment, samasta prapancha, and creates the whole world of I and mine, and and keeps creating friction with every damn person that or everything that comes towards him. Tadana sfurat yad bhutam yan nimittam. Then samasta prapancha, avidya, thereafter, when this vilas, when this enjoyment, when this intoxication when he starts thinking like we have been saying in the last 7 verses, then what happened? Surat adbhutam yan nimittam, that he starts contemplating on the self, and he starts to him the Lord is saying that I reveal myself. Sfurat means I reveal, or I sprout in his heart, or he experiences adbhutam, wondrous sprouting of the vision of the Lord or experience of the Lord. See? Param Brahma Nityam Tadevaham Asmi. Here he says what? To him my resplendent and most awe-inspiring form is revealed, and I am that eternal Supreme Self. So last line is the I am that eternal Supreme Self. And the third line is Tadana Swarat Yadbhutam Yan Nimittam, that to such a person who has weaned himself away from the intoxication of the world and become Ananya, focusing on the Lord, to such a person I reveal my form, and in this way the student, and that, see, here you have to recognize that even though the form has been revealed, this is going beyond, because we are Shankaracharya is speaking and we are his students. So here what is happening? The Lord is appearing, Lord is disappearing. Correct? Navratri is coming, Navratri is going. Already Durga is gone. She came, she blessed, she went. Ganpati came, stayed, blessed, पुढच्या वर्षी लवकर या. Ganpati Bappa Moria. Came, blessed and went. Then Krishna Janmashtami came, blessed and went. Every year it is coming. Every year it is coming. And where are we caught up? We are caught up in making modak. We are caught up in making butter during Krishna Janmashtami. We are caught up in dressing our young children as Krishna and Radha. We are caught up in handi breaking. All that. We are caught up in everything outside. But very rare few are thinking that Krishna Janmashtami has come every year, is going away. Ganpati Bappa is coming and going. Navratri is coming and going. Ramchandra ji is coming and going. Who is not coming and going, did you think about? Who is not coming and going? I am not coming and going as the essence. Or in other words, in my presence, all these experiences are happening and unhappening. Correct? You need the courage to think like this. Majority नहीं थोड़ा आंसू आ गए तो it was spiritual. नहीं तो वो पूजा करते समय one flower drops, that becomes spirituality for you. many places. Or if the Ramayana is going on, the monkey comes, that is spirituality for you. It happens. When we did Ramayana, it happened. The entire 1.5 month, 1 month, 25 days of Ramayana when Swamiji was taking in the temple, one monkey from the beginning of day of the Ramayana till the end day of the Ramayana, he used to come behind Swamiji. There was a window. The whole gang of monkeys used to pass through the ashram every day. This fellow will wait. He will not go with the rest. He will be hanging on the grill and he will be listening. And only half an hour every day. He will listen, and the moment he says Om, Om बोलते ही मुझे बड़ा भाग जाता है वो. पूर्णमदा सुनने के लिए उसके पास टाइम नहीं है. राम सुनने के लिए टाइम है. ओम नहीं सुनना है. Uncanny. Adbhutam. Adbhutam. Adbhutam is also that we get caught up in the world and don't come back to the divinity that we are. Adbhutam is we have the data. I just given you the data. Every day festivals are coming, gods are coming, gods are going. Every day the experiences are coming, experiences are going, whether it is worldly or divine. But we are not coming back to the one who is not coming and going. When you put attention on that, tadana swarat yadbhutam yan nimittam param brahma nityam. So instead of waiting for that one day when the Lord reveals, that I gave you before that I have met so many people who have the Lord has revealed in his, they have seen the Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, the Virat Purush. Many gods have revealed to many people. Some people have seen Ram, some people have seen Subramaniam, Swami. See, many people. But why don't you see that every moment he is revealing, every moment. It is wondrous that the breath is coming and going by itself. You are not making it come and go. The eyes are blinking by itself. Who is that? What is that power? Under whose inspiration the eyes are blinking? The speech is happening. The hunger is coming. You are getting old. Hair is growing. Did you do anything to make it white? No, it is becoming white. Yeah, I plucked one. Then it went crazy. एक निकाला तो 15 आ गए. See? But Adbhutam, the wondrous, we enjoy the wondrous nature of the rainbow. We enjoy the wonderfulness of, or wondrous nature of that small child. Mama, Papa, वो बोबड़ा बोलता है ना. You enjoy that. See how he spoke the first word. Oh, see, he's taking his first step. Oh, it is wonderful. It is fantastic. But similarly, everything in this creation is fantastic. It is his vibhuti only. And the moment your attention is on that vibhuti, on that glory, on that wondrousness of this creation, he is revealing you every moment, with every experience, with every thought, with every breath. He is continuously revealing himself. Don't wait for that one moment. If it happens, it happens. See him in every, because what did we say? Anantam Vibhum. He is everywhere, he is infinitely present. That I am. That I am. Param Brahma Tattvam Tadeva Asmi. The one who is revealing, who is aware, who is witnessing even the wondrousness of this creation. The special occasions of those beautiful revelations. even that is seen by someone, no? Experienced by someone, witnessed by someone. That one I am. And who is that? Param Brahma Nityam Tadeva Ahamasmi. Swarupanusandhana Rupam Stutim Yaha Swarupanusandhana Rupam Stutim Yaha Pathedadarat Bhakti Bhavo Manushyaha Pathedadarat Bhakti Bhavo Manushyaha Shrunoti Hava Nityamudhyakta Chitto शृणोति हवा नित्यमद्युक्तचिन्तो भवेद्विष्णुरत्रैव वेदप्रमाणात् भवेद्विष्णुरत्रैव वेदप्रमाणात् टुगेदर स्वरूपानुसन्धानरूपां स्तुतिं यः पठेदादरा भक्तिभावो मनुष्यः शृणोति हवा नित्यमुद्युक्तचित्तो भवेद्विष्णुरत्रैव वेद प्रमाणात् भवेद्विष्णुरत्रैव वेद प्रमाणात्. By the way, words of Vedas, a person who reads this praise of the nature of the Supreme Self and who hears this same extolation. Extolation means singing the praise, singing the glory is called extolation. With the mind fully engrossed with bhakti, very important, not mechanically. हाँ चलो सुन लिया, अब क्या नहीं, अब कुछ नहीं, फिर से repeat. Why repeat? Only because first time we were not available, therefore repetition. No, first time I took Bhagavad Gita, it was fantastic. Second time I took Bhagavad Gita, it revealed a little bit more, you know. Third time I studied Bhagavad Gita, again it revealed more. Till now it is revealing only. That means every time you are falling short somewhere. Or another way of looking at it is, the world is continuously changing. So there is no end to revelation. The world is continuously expanding and collapsing. So continuously revealing and unrevealing. Take it that way. Whatever works for you, I'm giving you both sides. See? So here he says, by the words of the Vedas, these verses are the essence of the Vedas that the Shankaracharya ji has penned up. And Swarupānusandhāna rūpāṃ stutim yaha. And what are these verses? What is this praise? This praise is of the Swarupa Anusandhana. Anusandhan means investigation. Of what? Swarupa. What is Swarupa? Rupa is this. Swarupa, the one, because of the one who is the essence of this whole being, the Rupa. So, Rupam Sudimya, and he who, it is the stuti of, it is the praise of that essence. Pathedadarat bhakti bhavo manushyaha. If the student, if the seeker, if the devotee, no, or not devotee, the seeker, if he reads them with bhava, with bhakti, with devotion and bhav. With bhakti and bhav. And that is very important. What we are talking about is not some foreign thing. God is not someone foreign only in the temple or in this temple. God is everywhere. God is everywhere. There's no place that He is not. These verses just showed you. Because same language is used in Bhagavad Gita also, same language is used in Bhakti also. Here it is used by the student, by Shankaracharya for the self. But for Ishwar Stuti also same words. What, for example, Param Brahma Nityam Tadeva. वो कौन सा है? शिव स्तुति आती है ना एक, एनीवे तो पढ़ लो, खुद ही पढ़ लो, मेरे को कुछ याद नहीं रहता. हाँ, तो interact with this, read with this, chant this verse 8 verses with bhava, with devotion. And devotion, that this what I am reading about, what I am chanting is none other than Parabrahma Paramatma, who is the immediate self, who is none other than that Lord, who is pervading the whole universe. So that Parabrahma Paramatma pervades the whole universe as Ishwar, pervades this body as Atma. That Atma I am. See? Shrunoti hava nityamudyukta chitto. And listen to these. See, while you are chanting, if you don't have the text with you, even to listen, it is so like a lullaby. Mind becomes quiet. So you want to, sometimes you go to some pravachan. One Swamiji was giving lectures in Prempuri Ashram, and there one lady came and she went around Swamiji, and in the middle of the lecture, she came, took 3 rounds of the Vyaspeeth where Swamiji was sitting. Swamiji didn't say anything, his pravachan was going on. Took the flowers, put it at the table, and came down. Someone was, all the organizers, oh, don't do that. He says, keep quiet. Leave it. He came down. And after the end of the lecture, Swamiji went to her, pranam mate, pranam. कुछ समझ आया? मेरे को अंग्रेजी तो समझ नहीं आती स्वामी जी. फिर किस लिए आए? नहीं, मुझे इतना पता है कि यहाँ पे भगवान का नाम, here you are taking the name of the Lord. You are talking about God, whether it is English or in any other language. So I just want to be present in that space. And she was listening very intently. See the bhav? That the Mahatma is speaking in English, she cannot understand that he is speaking about God. He is speaking about something good. He cannot speak anything else because he is a Mahatma there. That bhav, that submissiveness, that availability, taking that opportunity from whatever she must be doing to come and spend in those days he used to speak 1.5 hours, sit 1.5 hours, not understanding anything, without sleeping. We understanding everything, still we go to sleep in the class. Think. Because we have taken, in our mind we have accepted, I have heard this, the same dialogue Swamiji is saying, same example Swamiji is saying. And that type of thought comes in our mind. Why? Because we are not subjective in our orientation. If you take that same example of husband and wife, that same example of this lady or so many other, or whatever the Vedanta is telling, but if we take it subjective, you will be awake, you will be on fire. That laziness and tiredness, that kaun jayega fir se satsang mein, it is because you are not subjective. You want to collect the information, put it in your database, and next time when he is repeating it, you say, he missed that one. Many people are like that. Swamiji, you didn't say that way. You came to hear what I am saying, or you came here to reflect on yourself. You are not coming in the satsang to please the teacher. You are coming in the satsang so that you can abide in yourself. And these words are just the triggers. If you take that opportunity, you are blessing yourself. Otherwise, next life is there. So here, Shrunoti hava nityam mudyukta chitto, with ekagra chit, with bhav. You listen to to these verses and the sound that is produced from these verses. And whose sound? Not others. You can listen to other sound, no problem. But you listen to your sound. So chant loudly. When you listen to your own sound loudly, you will keep perfecting the pronunciation. You'll keep perfecting the pronunciation. Never you should read Lalita Sahasranam, Vishnu Sahasranam and any other scriptures in the mind. Never do the japa in the mind. Always loudly. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja. नहीं तो first 2-3 verses ये हो जाता है. Chant loudly. Purification happens when you chant loudly. And then, as a result of purification, if it is pulling you in, then you will not go to sleep. Then you will be awake and your mind will be quiet and you are still awake. Shrunoti hava nityamutyukta chitto. Again, ekagra chit, single pointed mind. Chitta means mind. That is the basic requirement for abidance. With a scattered mind, there is no abidance possible. With a single pointed mind alone, the abidance is possible. Bhaved Vishnu Ratraiva Veda Pramanat, and reaches the abode of Vishnu. Bhaved Vishnu Atra Eva. Where Atra Eva? Here alone. Not one day. Right here and now. Atra Eva. Atra means here, Eva means alone. Here alone. Bhaved Vishnu. Bhagwan Vishnu, the student, the seeker, the devotee, even while listening, he can be transported to the Vishnu, to the abode of Vishnu. And that abode of Vishnu is not somewhere above the clouds. It's within you. It's you. That mind which is free of all corruption, all thoughts, when you are free of. What do you mean by free of all thoughts? It does not mean that you take drinks and then I am free of thoughts. In spite of thoughts. Or, in other words, you have developed such an acumen within yourself by practice and listening and if you are having the bhav, etc., that even if the thoughts come, they are not able to influence you. They are not able to enslave you. They are not able to get a reaction out of you. You are just looking at it like a fly there. मन में fly चल रहा है क्या? वो thought. थोड़ी देर लगेगा. You are focused on the mantras. You are focused on the japa. You are focused on the self-contemplation. And that for a little bit he is doing there. And then because you are not giving it attention, it goes away. It dissolves away. But if you give it attention, all the focus that you had created, it goes to that fly, to that desire. Before you know, you have lost the plot. Before you know, you have lost the plot. So, Swaroopanusandhana Rupam Stutim Yaha Patedadarat Bhakti Bhavo Manushyaha. So, this is a suggestion given by Adi Shankaracharya to all of us, Manushya, to the man, that listen, Shrunoti hava nityamudyukta chitto. Listen to these verses with bhav, bhakti, and to these verses of Swarupanusandhanam. And here and now, the Lord Vishnu, that Lord Vishnu is which God? Is he the Lord of the dream or is he the Lord of the sleep? I'm giving you a clue and you're saying universe. There is a universe in the dream also. And there is no universe in the sleeper. So my question is he the Lord of the dream, Lord of the waking, or Lord of the sleep?
Waking.
Huh?
Waking.
She said sleep, she said waking. Someone said, she said dream.
Because two people said it.
I think lot of self-esteem because he's always everything.
You have to be technically correct. You can't imagine and make your own thing. Our scriptures say Brahmaji is the Lord of the dream. Individual dream, the dreamer that I am. In the total dream, who is the dreamer? He is called Brahmaji. In the waking world, I am the waker. In the total waking, who is the Lord? Vishnu. He is the maintainer. In the deep sleep, I am the sleeper. Who is the one in the total sleep? Lord Shiva. He is awake. We are sleeping, but he is awake. He is meditating. So who is Vishnu? So who reveals? Vishnu. So sadhana happens only in the waking plane. It does not happen in the dream or the deep sleep. No, but you said Om, if you chant Oo, then all that is okay. But sadhana has to be practiced consciously only in the waking plane. And in the waking, the dream also will be sorted, sleep will also be sorted, gods will also be sorted, asuras will also be sorted, witnessing also will be sorted, and you will, the Lord will take you or reveal. And after that, once He reveals in that fully, then there will be no coming and going for you thereafter. Because then you are abiding in your essential nature. Your abiding in your essential nature and abiding in Vishnu is not two different things. Vishnu knows, you don't know. Bolo Adi Shankaracharya Bhagwan ki Jai. We'll just chant this month verse, all the verses once and then conclude. Swarupanusandhanashtakam tapo yajnadanaadibhi shuddha buddhihi virakto nrupade pade tuchha buddhya परित्यज्य सर्वं यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि दयालुं गुरुं ब्रह्मनिष्ठं प्रशान्तं समाराध्य भक्त्या विचार्य स्वरूपम् यदाप्नोति तत्त्वं निदिध्यास्य विद्वान् परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि यदानन्दरूपं प्रकाशस्वरूपं निरस्तप्रपञ्चं परिच्छेदहीनम् अहं ब्रह्मवृत्त्येकगम्यं तुरीयं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि यदज्ञानतो भाति विश्वं समस्तं विनष्टं च सद्यो यदात्म प्रबोधे मनोवागतीतं विशुद्धं विमुक्तं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि निषेधे कृते नेति नेतीति वाक्यैः समाधिस्थितानां यदा भाति पूर्णम् अवस्थात्रयातीतमेकं तुरीयं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि यदानन्दलेशै समानन्दि विश्वं यदा भाति सत्त्वे तदा भाति सर्वम् यदा लोकनेरूपमन्यत् समस्तं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि अनन्तं विभुं सर्वयोनिं निरीहं शिवं सङ्गहीनं यदोङ्कारगम्यम् निराकारमत्युज्ज्वलं मृत्युहीनं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि यदानन्दसिन्धौ निमग्नः पुमान् स्यात् अविद्याविलासः समस्तः प्रपञ्चः तदा न स्फुरत्यद्भुतं यन्निमित्तं परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि परं ब्रह्म नित्यं तदेवाहमस्मि स्वरूपानुसन्धानरूपां स्तुतिं यः पठेदादरात् भक्तिभावो मनुष्यः शृणोतिह वा नित्यमुद्युक्तचित्तो भवेद्विष्णुरत्रैव वेद प्रमाणात् भवेद्विष्णुरत्रैव वेद प्रमाणात् भवेद्विष्णुरत्रैव वेद प्रमाणात् ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Just sit quietly for a moment. Hariom.